I'm meant to be writing a podcast today. As I stare out of the window, pace around, get another cup of tea, and even wonder whether or not to clean the windows, I'm struck by the fact that I've absolutely no idea what to write about. No inspiration. It feels unusual to be in a creative dry zone, to feel blocked and have no creative juices flowing at all. At first, I noticed myself feeling panic at the thought that I'll never write again. I feel stranded, dry, and out of step with what I set out to achieve. I remember reading Julian Cameron once, and she said that you have to write through the rubbish to get to the good stuff. So, I sit down with pen and paper and write lots and lots and lots of rubbish. Takes me a couple of hours. I feel anxious. Look how much rubbish I've got to say. And is there a limit to the amount of time it takes to get to the good stuff? And when do I know if it's good stuff? Eventually I decide that this isn't working, and then I remember something else. Osho talks about jolting yourself out of the known in order to get to a new experience. So with this in mind, I go into the garden and spin around and around and around until I fall over feeling giddy and a bit sick. I do this a few times as well, hoping that it will bring me some sort of insight. It doesn't really help, and in the end I have to lie down quite a lot to get over the feeling of, being a bit sick and feeling a bit giddy. After one of the spinning moments, lying down in the garden in a grassy spot, I must have fallen asleep. And I wake up when the sun moves behind a tree and my sunny spot becomes shadowy and cold. I've no idea how long I napped for, but I wake up feeling summer lazy, like I've been away on a little holiday, and my skin's a little red from being in the sun. With this lightness of heart and relaxedness, guess what? The block suddenly lifts, and I know that I should write about being creatively blocked and accepting the situation for what it is and not wishing it to be any other way. I have to laugh at myself. How ironic that I've spent a day trying to induce a state that was there all along. I just hadn't seen it. I'd been so busy assuming that I knew what I had to write about that I didn't even notice the gift of the lesson that was right in front of me. Then I understood the reason for the block. I understood that even when things happen that I don't like and I don't want, they're still right for me. I have to work with things as they are in this moment. And the more energy I spend trying to get things different, the more energy I waste. So the message is to relax into the moment and accept it as it is, and be truly alive and open to the messages from the soul. And in the end, I did write the podcast. Guess what it was?